So those of you that know me know that student relationships are one of the most important things to me, and I think that should begin as soon as they walk in your classroom door and extend throughout the semester, throughout the rest of their lives and yours. But one way to start that is with a Google form to find out what they like and to get updated information, contact information from parents, contact information for them if they're going to be in your clubs, and for that matter, to find out what kind of candy they like. So one thing I always say is give your form a title. Okay. Another thing is I always separate out their first names and their last name. Sometimes the information we have at school may not be the most current for parent and guardians, and so I like to ask for that in a form at the beginning. When you're asking what kind of candy they like, they're more likely going to give you contact information. Sometimes with high school, you may not have contact information updated for 4 years, and so what they gave us at the end of 8th grade is normally not relevant by the end of their senior year. So um, this is a good way to get that updated. Okay. Another thing I like to ask them, of course, I always want to know what their hobbies are. Is do they work? I think it's important to know about them. If they're sleepy, it may be because they closed the night before at Dairy Queen or McDonald's. Um, Another thing I like to know is are they involved in sports or clubs? Battery's low on my keyboard here. Okay, now I always make the ones required. Not everybody's in a sport. Not everybody works on weekends, so I don't make those required. I do make the hobbies and the parent and guardian one required. Uh, if your school does not allow cell phones, you will want to let your kids use their cell phones to answer these questions. You would be surprised how many do not know their parent's cell phone um, just off the top of their head. Another thing, I like to get their address so that I can send them cards during the year. Like when we were out of school before, I sent some of my students cards just as a little pick me up. Everybody likes to get mail. So that's how I do that. My responses I always collect in a new spreadsheet. For this one because it'll be the first one I have for their class. And when I go to settings, I want to collect their email addresses because for some of them it'll be the first time I have their email. We don't want anybody else to see their address or their parent phone number, so I leave that off. And let's see. We're not going to let them submit another one. I always give a little confirmation message. Okay, and then I'll send that out to the class. I normally include it in an email. You can copy the link, shorten it, and copy it into Google Classroom. So I hope this helps. I will share this in my Google Classroom for forms, and you just go to File and make a copy. Thanks so much.